Hi, Taro here, and on today's episode of the Real Estate Tax series, we are going to talk about the material participation test. Yesterday, I made a video about the real estate professional status, and I also talked about the conditions that you need to meet in order to, qualify for the real estate professional status. Now, on this video, I'm just focusing on the material participation. I began talking about the material participation yesterday, so if you missed that, you can go and watch that video and then come back to watch this one. But before I go right in, my name is Tara Agbaje. I am a tax strategist. I'm also a certified public accountant, and I work with private practice, medical doctors, physicians, real estate investors, and home care agencies to help them strategically grow their business and legally save on taxes. Now, the material participation test. There are 3 tests out of the 7 tests that exist. Don't forget there are 7 tests of material participation. But out of those 7 tests, 3 of those tests are the most common and the easiest to meet. The first one is the 500-hour rules. 500-hour rule. You need to track a minimum of 500 hours on your real estate activity, on each of your real estate activity. The second one is the substantially all, which requires you to be responsible for substantially all of the activities on the property. So that means that you wouldn't have a property manager, you wouldn't have anybody else working on that property. You're basically doing everything on that property. Then the third one is the minimum of 100 hours plus nobody's hour exceeds your own hour. So the third one allows you to have other people working on the property. However, the total hours that they worked must not exceed your own hour, as long as you have a minimum of 100 hours for yourself. So you need to have a minimum of 100 hours plus, in addition to that, ensure that the other individuals working on the properties do not have hours that exceed your own hour. So that implies that for those other individuals, you need to be tracking their hours. You also need to properly document everything in order to corroborate and substantiate your material participation test if you're using the third one. So those are the 3 easy tests to utilize. Again, don't forget that you only need one of those tests, not all of the 7, not all of the 3. Once you can meet one of those tests, you qualify for material participation. You materially participate on your properties. Now, for those that have multiple properties, let's say you have 5 properties or 6 properties or more, it becomes very difficult for you to meet material participation because you need to meet that test for each of the properties that you have, each of the activities that you have. In order to make it easier, one strategy that we utilize is to do a grouping election. The grouping allows you as an investor to group all of your properties into one activity. Now, once you do the grouping election, you only now need to materially participate, to meet material participation on one property within that group, because the entire group is now seen as one real estate activity. And so when you meet material participation on one property within that group, you automatically meet material participation on the entire properties within the group, on the entire group. So this is another important aspect of it that you need to be aware of. If you are working with, if you're looking for a real estate tax professional, definitely reach out to us. We are currently accepting clients for the 2025 tax season. We will be happy to help with your real estate tax needs. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.